Bro, we might actually be getting some guys back. What's going on, everybody? Make sure you guys hit the like button as you come on in. Unexpected live stream. I'm going live at 1 o'clock for the game preview, so this might be back-to-back live streams. But I did want to inform you guys that the Commanders have made some moves here. They have released wide receiver Robbie Chosen, which again, very unexpected. We might actually be getting some guys back to the lineup on Sunday, and they've released wide receiver Robbie Chosen, and this is a great sign for Noah Brown. Perfect sign for Noah Brown. This is what you wanted to see. Now, Saturday is going to be the day to watch. Saturday, you're going to have to watch. You're going to be like, yo, they might elevate Noah Brown off IR. I wasn't expecting him to play this early, but releasing Robbie Chosen is a good sign, at least for Terry or Noah Brown, one of the two. Because if Terry and Noah Brown were not playing Sunday, then they would have to keep Robbie Chosen on the field or on the roster. So this basically means Terry or Noah Brown, one of them is playing on Sunday, which is great. What's going on, Jay? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. What's going on, Lil C White? Yeah, I know. Unexpected live. So both Terry, Noah, and Debo could be all back together at the same time on Sunday. I'm hoping, man. I think that's what the case is going to be, actually. So I know this probably means we're not beating Denver, but this is the original trio that we wanted to see all year long. We've been wanting to see this trio, and we just haven't been able to see it. You know, Noah Brown's basically not played the whole year, so it's going to be great to see these guys back. We have 13 people in here. Let's try and get up to 10 likes early on the stream. Everyone in here, make sure you guys go ahead and click that like button. Would really help me out. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you are new to this channel. So Noah Brown could be back. I'm I'm excited for Noah Brown, to say the least, because I'm excited for this trio. This, to me, going into the year, was supposed to be just an amazing trio. I thought this trio was going to be one of the best in the league, but it was not great for Adam Peters to put his trust in this trio, because putting your trust in this trio means you have to have Noah Brown for the full year, and he just has not been healthy his whole career. So hopefully we get some back end of the year return on investment in Noah Brown and what we did. Obviously, he's going after the year, but hopefully we get some return on investment in Noah Brown. What are you guys thinking about Noah Brown? What are you guys thinking about this? I'm just excited we get to watch some competent players play football on Sunday. Again, this probably means Terry and Noah are going on Sunday. That's probably what this means. Both of which were full in practice yesterday. So it's a pretty good sign that they're full in practice. I'm just glad we're getting guys back. I'm just glad we're getting healthier, because, boy, do we need to get healthier, man. This season has been just treacherous with injuries, killed by injuries. But when you look at it, you have a chance to win some games at the end of the year, and you have a chance to get back, and you have a chance to show the NFC and the NFC East and the whole NFL what is to come next year. Like, when Daniels returns, I want him to show what he has in store for next year. Like, no, I'm not going. I haven't left. I've been injured this season. My whole team's been injured this year. I haven't been with my starting offense for the whole year. Like, I am going to show people why everybody was hyping me up this offseason. But I just haven't had my whole offense this whole season. I think that's what I want for this rest of the year to be. And wherever we end up picking in the draft, I'll be okay with. I'll force myself to be okay with. But I want some wins at the end of this year. I want this trio to show up at the end of the year. We have some new viewers in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button. 16 people in here. Let's try and get up to 16 likes. Everybody, make sure you click that like button. Would do me a huge favor. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if there's any new viewers to the channel in here. If we could get a super chat, that'd also be greatly appreciated. Super chats keep this channel moving, man. The good thing about it is this run game make it going, especially if both Terry and Noah play on Sunday, which is trending that way. I don't know about the run game, man. If you look at the numbers, the Broncos are the best run defense in the league. So that's going to be hard to get that going. But certainly having those guys back is going to help the run game. You're not wrong. But this Broncos defense, and we'll talk about this in the game preview in a little bit, but this Broncos defense is very talented. They're one of the best run defenses in the league. So I don't know about that, but yeah, again, certainly getting those guys back does help the run game for us. So hopefully Noah stays healthy for the rest of the season. Yeah, I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but hopefully he does stay healthy for the rest of the year. Hopefully, we get him for the rest of the year and see what he's got. I mean, if he balls out the rest of the year, they'll have a conversation about it. But he's gone at the end of the year. It's not a surprise. I wouldn't be surprised if he got hurt in one of the games at the end of the year. But again, I'm just looking for competent performances. Honestly, I'm just looking for competent performances, some good performances by this team down the stretch, some performances to show us that for next year that we should be braced, locked, loaded, ready, and we're going to see this wide receiver trio. So I'm very excited to see this wide receiver trio the back end of the year, and hopefully it all starts on Sunday night. But when you look at it, I would say the most likely outcome is going to be these guys are going to be on a snap count. I think if Noah Brown and Terry McLaurin are in the lineup for Sunday, I think they're going to be on a snap count. Which is why I'm kind of surprised they released Robbie Chosen, but at some point you run out of roster space. So I think their plan is to elevate Noah Brown off IR. That's their plan, and I think they have these guys full in practice, so I think they're going to be on a snap count on Sunday. But their plan all along was to elevate these guys off IR and ultimately get them back. It's going to be a great lift for this offense, and it's going to be a great to see these guys back on the field on Sunday. I can't wait. So if there's anybody new to the channel in here, make sure you guys go ahead and click that subscribe button. On the road to 3,000 would be greatly appreciated. Make sure you guys go ahead and click the like button on this particular stream. Make sure you guys go ahead and send a super chat to support. Any super chats are greatly appreciated. So let me know your thoughts about this Noah Brown situation, though. When's the last time he's played a game? Week 2? I think week 2 was the last time he's played a game. So it's crazy. What about Treylon Burks for Sunday? So that's a good question. Let me look at the injury report for yesterday. I can't remember if he was full or limited. And let me check. So Treylon Burks was limited on Thursday. That's very questionable. You'd love to see Treylon Burks full like a lot of the guys were yesterday, but he was limited the past 2 days. So I don't know about Treylon Burks. I'd lean towards no right now. But again, they did release, Robbie Chosen. So that helps everyone's case. That really does help everyone's case in this particular scenario, right? So I would say no right now, but we'll see. I need them to release Noah. Yeah, I mean, if he gets hurt, again this year, then I'd be fine with it. But you don't really need to release him because you want to see what he has the rest of the year. Again, we're trying to be competent the rest of the year. We're trying to win some of these games the rest of the year. So we don't really necessarily need to release him. You paid him the money, so just let him ride it out. And then obviously he'll be gone at the end of the year. That's my whole take. So I got some new viewers in here. Make sure you guys all click the like button as you come on in. 28 people in here. Let's try and get up to 20 likes in the stream. Make sure you guys smash that like button for me. Make sure you guys go ahead and click that subscribe button to the channel. If there's any 29 of you in here, if any of you are new to this channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. You probably won't regret it. So drop your thoughts in the comment section about Noah Brown. Drop your thoughts about Terry as well. Robbie Chosen being released is a great sign for this team, for everyone in the wide receiver room. It is a great sign for them. So you should be excited about the rest of this year, seeing this team. And I told you guys, I don't want Jaden Daniels going out there with a lineup that is not at full strength. I don't want Jaden Daniels going out there with the Robbie Chosens of the world, with the guys that just are not good at football, right? I want Jaden Daniels to go out there with guys like Terry, with guys like Noah, with guys like Debo, the original lineup we had. So I really wanted that. And so we're going to get to see that at the end of this year, whenever they come back. And that might be this week, but Jaden's not playing this week. So that's the problem now. They release players, then re-sign them. So what's the point? I mean, yeah, I guess that's true, but somebody's going to scoop Noah Brown up probably right away, I would say. We need to draft a wide receiver next year to pair with Terry. Too much inconsistency this year. So I'm going to give you guys an analogy here. So we need a guy that can complement or we need a guy that Terry can complement instead of getting a guy that can complement Terry. I'll say that again. We need a guy that Terry can complement instead of getting a guy that can complement Terry, if that makes sense to you. We need a wide receiver one. We need a Jordan Tyson. We need a Jeremiah Smith. We need a what's the other? Cornell Tate. We need some of those type of guys. We need a guy that Terry can complement and be the wide receiver too. That's my whole take on this. So you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's how I would phrase it, honestly. And we're gonna get one. You know, whether that's them signing a veteran receiver, whatever move they decide to make, I'll try to be on board with it. I will. I'll be on board with it. So we'll see what they ultimately do, though. That's going to be interesting for sure. Bring up Ja'Cory Brooks. Let's kick the tires and actually see what we have. I would love to bring up Ja'Cory Brooks, honestly. It depends on the roster space and everything like that, but we'll see ultimately. So what's going on, Astro? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Respectfully, Terry doesn't need to be wide receiver one next year. I completely agree with that. Again, we need Terry to complement someone else, right? And we need a big body outside receiver that can stretch the dang football field. Right? We don't need another one of these slot guys. We need a big body receiver that can stretch the football field. We need it, man. So make sure you guys all click the like button as you come on in. We have 31 people in here. We'd love to hit 20 likes in the stream. Make sure you guys go ahead and smash that like button. Happy that you guys could join me. It just hit afternoon. Today we have the Eagles and Bears. I'll be seated for that one. Game preview comes up on the channel at 1 o'clock today. That's going to be in a separate stream. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If there's any new viewers in here, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Super chat goal is going to be like one super chat. So if any of you in here could send a super chat, that would go a long way. Helps out the channel a lot. So would really appreciate a super chat. See, I just feel like Terry's going to get injured again. I mean, we can't be thinking that way, man. We extended him. We gave him the money. So I hope not. Obviously. I don't think Terry's going to get re-injured again. He was talking in a media scrum with JP Finley, and he was like, his main priority is just not getting injured the rest of the year. Like, that's what he's focused on. So I think he's going to really, really prioritize his body here and understand that the season's over. And I don't think he's going to get hurt again. So we need George Pickens. Well, first off, he's not getting out of Dallas at all. So, but we need a George Pickens type. I understand what you mean. We need to draft a kicker as well. I wouldn't be opposed to it. The dream scenario with a kicker would be that we just have Jake Moody, who's 25 years old, come in and just nail every kick, and we stick with him for next year. That would be the dream scenario for us, to be honest with you. But I don't know if that's going to happen. He's been bad this year. So JD5 doesn't need to play until everyone is healthy. We need help. Yeah, again, I want everyone healthy for when he returns, but they're going to throw him out there whenever he's healthy. So do you think Debo will be here next year? I'm leaning towards thinking yes. I'm going to lean towards thinking yes, but you never know, man. He might ask for a big contract. He might ask for a multi-year contract. But in the case that he does ask for a one-year deal, I think he'll be back. It's really going to be picking between Brandon Ayuk, Debo Samuel, one of those guys, maybe another guy in free agency, Jawan Jennings, draft a receiver. I think they're going to have to sign a veteran receiver, and then I also think they're going to have to draft a receiver. And I think you keep Luke and Jalen Lane as your slot guys. That's what I think needs to be done. So I don't know if Debo is going to be back next year because, again, he's a slot guy. He doesn't stretch the football field in the way that you need guys to. So what do you think about Ethan Sanchez? No clue who Ethan Sanchez is. If you're talking about a draft guy, I have not done my draft research yet, nor should I because it's not draft time. So I appreciate the question, though. Get rid of Noah Brown. I don't want him on my freaking team no more. And I understand you. I'm kind of the same thing, right? But I did want to inform you guys that he's probably going to play this week. Yeah, he's going after the year. He's going at the end of the year. So you don't have to keep Noah Brown much longer. I want Jordan Tyson, wide receiver 1, Terry, wide receiver 2, and Ayuk, wide receiver 3. That would be, a good lineup, man. You don't know exactly what you have in Brandon Ayuk, but you figure that he can be a pretty good receiver for your football team. His knee is maybe an issue, but we'll see how that would work out. By the way, guys, we got a bunch of new viewers in here, so make sure you guys all click the like button. We have 34 people in here, so everybody in here, make sure you guys flood the like button, smash the like button for me. It would really help me out. It's free and it helps this channel grow. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If any 34 of you in here are new to this channel, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new, trying to make that push for 3K. We are also trying to get 1 super chat on this stream. So if anybody could send a super chat, that would be greatly appreciated here today. So we definitely need a younger wide receiver room for sure. We don't need to and that's when people talk about signing Ayuk, like Ayuk's 28. That doesn't really help the young wide receiver case that we've been making, right? So it all kind of contradicts. I don't know. We're gonna have to see what AP does, but I'll try to trust him either way. Terry, Debo, and Brandon would be an unstoppable trio. But do you have the money to do that? Do you have the money to do that? I don't know if you have the money to do that, because you have to look at it. You're going to pay Luvu. You're going to pay Tunsil. You're going to have to pay these certain guys that I just don't know if you're going to have the money to pay all those guys. Because, again, Debo could be asking for a multi-year big deal because he knows it's his last one. So, I don't know, man. This could be definitely a big topic and a big, controversial topic at the end of the year. It's gonna be weird, it's gonna be interesting, I should say. 28 ain't old. That's not. I mean, that's not what you want, though. We want younger guys. I mean, unless Clay, you don't want a younger guy. Unless you want an older guy. I shouldn't say old. I should say older player in the league, right? That's an older player in the league. Most players retire mid-30s. So we want a guy that's like 22, 23, right? That's what I'm searching for. That's me, though. You may be searching for 28-year-olds, and that's fine. I'm not going to judge you. But I want younger guys in this wide receiver room. I want those type of guys because Terry's not getting any younger. Debo's not getting any younger. So we'll see. But also Will Harris is going to be activated for Sunday. I'm excited to have Will Harris back. He's a communicator. He's a dog on the football field. I'm excited to get him back. So he probably will be elevated too as well. Michael writes, we need to go younger. Again, I agree with that. I think we definitely need to go younger as well. So let me set this this super chat going here, this daily stream goal. Let me set this in the chat real quick, and then I'll get back to this. Make sure you guys all click the like button. Make sure you guys all subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's see. All right. See. All right, let me set this super chat going here. All right, start goal. All right, so super chat goal is set up. All you need to do is click the 0 out of 1 button to send a super chat. So, and then click continue and all that. So that's set up. Okay, let's continue to talk about this this wide receiver core for this football team. So obviously we think Will Harris is going to be activated. We think Noah Brown may be activated. We believe Terry McLaurin will be activated as well. That's all going to take place on Saturday. So it'll be a very interesting day on Saturday, honestly, to see what all transpires. I hope that we get these guys back, man. Because again, I need these guys to play, man. I need to watch some competent football. And some of these guys just don't get it done for me. I don't want to watch Robbie Chosen. I don't want to watch that, right? I don't want to watch these randoms on this roster that just don't bring any value to this roster. I don't want to watch those type of guys. I don't want to see those type of guys in the football field. So honestly, I'm looking for some Noah Browns, some Terry McLaurins, some Debo Samuels on this football field Sunday night versus the Denver Broncos. And we're not going to have Jaden throwing to them, But we are going to have Mariota, and Mariota has not been bad throwing guys to football. He can get the football out. And again, he's not terrible, but that's the best we're going to get. That's the best we're going to get for a backup. I think we will keep it close versus Denver. Yeah, again, game preview starts at 1:00, so I'll definitely have that out for you. But I think we can keep it close. If you look at the Jets, they beat the Jets 13-11. They beat the Raiders 10-7. Like, they're not a great football team considering all the wins that they have. Carter, do you think we should tank just to get a top wide receiver in the draft? I don't think we should tank. I mean, I'd love to tank, right? I'd love to tank. I'd love to be able to get a top pick in the draft. But I don't think that's the dynamic you can have. And I certainly know that my head coach is not going to have that dynamic, not going to take that route because he wants to win. And Dan Quinn cannot be in a tanking mode because he knows his job is unsafe if he loses every game from here on out. That's the reality of the situation. So, I don't think we should, man. I want to win some games. I want to prove something for next year. But that's a good question. And you may have a different opinion. What's going on, my guy, Steve? Hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving. Let me get this quick PSA out real quick. Super chat goal is 1 super chat. So make sure you guys send a super chat support. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If any 38 of you in here are new to this channel, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. Trying to make this push for 3K before the end of the year. So if y'all can help me out with that goal, that'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure you guys all smash that like button on this stream. Let's go ahead and get up to 30 likes in the stream. Make sure y'all click the like button. Really appreciate you guys. Let's see. Steve writes, elevate Jacoby Jones from the practice squad at some point this year to see what he can contribute. They did. They did elevate him versus the Dolphins, and he had a 25-yard catch. Yeah, I mean, if they're down receivers, why not? I mean, why not put those guys out there? Again, he had a 25-yard catch versus the Dolphins, so it's not like it'd be a terrible move. So you're not wrong, man. Will Dan Quinn still be our head coach when the new stadium opens in 2030? That's a good question. I mean, that all depends on how next year goes. I think if we lose out this year and then we start 2-7 next year, like there's going to be a lot of questions. Dan Quinn's seat is very steaming hot at the end of this year. The start of next year, Dan Quinn's seat is very fuming. It's fuming. It's steaming hot. So, I can't tell you, but it all depends on how these next few years go. I would say yes, honestly, because I think I told you, I think we're back up in 2026. I think we're going to be back to being good in 2026. That's what I think, because you just don't go anywhere without, with a good quarterback, right? He's an elite. We have an elite quarterback. So I think that we're going to be back up, and I think Dan Quinn will be here in 2030, but it could go sideways quick. That's for sure. We might shock the world. Look at what the Bengals did to the Ravens last night. I don't know why the people are talking about the Bengals being, their season being alive. They're 4-8. I mean, they're not going to win that division. That'd be like us winning and saying our season's back on. I just don't understand it. So I'm not sure why everyone was saying that, but yeah, we could shock the world like that. We could find a way to shock the world like that. That'd be interesting. If we can win this game, but again, it's not out of reach for us to win this game. Again, I'll break it down in the preview at 1:00 today, but that's not out of the question for us to win this game. It's only, and let me see if this line has moved, but it was only 5.5 was the line for this game. So it's not out of reach. Let me see. Yeah, it's 5.5 for this game. The line keeps going down and down and down and down. So, I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just saying. But all jokes aside, when you look at this Broncos defense, one of the best in the league, and our defense is one of the worst in the league, and they have been balling with Bo Nix and everybody. So it would seem pretty difficult to beat them. But I hope that we can pull off a major upset or something of that nature. Make sure you guys smash that like button. We have 36 people in here. Let's get up to 30 likes in the stream. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. See. Thank you, bro. Hope you do too. Yeah, man, Steve. Likewise as always. I did. That football was good. I was on late last night recapping it here on this channel. I know most of you probably didn't watch it because it's not Commanders content, so I understand that. But yeah, so that's it was definitely a very interesting games on Thanksgiving. I really enjoyed them. Packers, Lions, those type of games, they were really good. So uh, it sucks to see the Cowboys being good and relevant. But that's they made the moves at the trade deadline to be good. So I guess you should expect return on investment for that team. Um, so I guess we shouldn't be really surprised at what took place. The football games was pretty good and had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you did too, Carter. Yeah, yeah, man. Hopefully you had a great one. Sounds good, man. Appreciate you for that. Yeah, man. The football games were awesome, man. That Chiefs and Cowboys game, those were great, man. Even the Ravens game, like I enjoyed watching that. I didn't think it would be a blowout, but I enjoyed watching that. Yeah, it really when I look around the NFL, it really hurts to see other teams being so good and other teams have all these pieces that we don't have. And I know I talk about this every time we watch another team play, and I'm tired of whining about that, but um teams are just so far ahead of us in the rebuilding process. And so we really shouldn't be mad. We're 2 years into this thing, but it's just it's hard to watch other teams, have that much success. So we will be back next season with everyone healthy in our draft picks. Well, we only have 6 draft picks, so I wouldn't use that to an advantage. I wouldn't say that's an advantage for us, but again, I believe we'll be back up. And JD5, he's not going to go to waste. I believe we'll be back up next year. They're going to rebuild this football team in the offseason, and I'm not saying that can all be done in 1 year, but like I think that we can be at least 10-7 next year, something of that nature. I think that would be um I think that's a good comp for us. I think 10-7, I think 11-6, and I think we'll be back to where we were next year as last year. That was just an awesome year last year, and I miss it. But um they were trying to rebuild for a Super Bowl. They were trying to ultimately get the pieces for us to go to the Super Bowl, and um we traded for Tunsil. We drafted guys like Lane, and we didn't know that we would be not good this year. So they were trying to make it to the Super Bowl, which they should have because they were in the NFC Championship the year before, and that just didn't work out. So we're gonna have to tear this thing down, rebuild. The good thing about it is you do have a quarterback and you do have a left tackle for the future. That's what you do have. You have 2 positions on lockdown for the future: quarterback, left tackle. Whenever Tunsil leaves, Connerly slides in at left tackle. So that's definitely a positive for us, for sure. So, um, no, you got to look at that and be pretty excited about the future as well. Quarterback is on lockdown for once. For once, we never have the quarterback position on lockdown, man. We never do. So, make sure all of you in here, make sure you guys click the like button. Make sure you guys, all of you in here, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Let's see the current subscriber number that we're at. We're at 2,838. So we need 2 more to get to 2,840. That would be greatly appreciated if we could hit that on stream today. But we did originally gather for the news that Washington released Robbie Chosen, and Noah Brown could be activated. Terry McLaurin is probably going to play this week. He said he plans to play. So that's why I also wanted to talk about that. Hopefully they activate Noah Brown off IR on Saturday, and hopefully they get him to the active roster and he can ultimately play on Sunday versus the Broncos. We need players to protect our precious quarterback, and that's what they try to do with Tunsil, and that worked, right? Connerly, that worked. But they're gonna have to ultimately get a lot of pieces too. They're gonna have to, get some more pieces in here. So I'd rather have chosen Noah Brown, and you're not outlandish for saying that, right? Because Chosen stays healthy, but they've ultimately decided to release Chosen. So I forget how much they paid Noah Brown. Let's see. Let's see if we can figure that out. I don't remember the exact contract. Um, so he's making $3 million is Noah Brown. So that's not. I mean, you paid him pennies. He can make up to 4.5 million with incentives. So, yeah, honestly, you bring him on a cheap deal, and it just didn't work out. So, next year he'll obviously be gone. So, I think that I'm glad that we ultimately uh can move on from Noah Brown next year and not have to rely on guys that just get hurt all the time, right? If we wind up with a top 5 draft pick, do we stand pat or do we trade back for more picks? Inquiring minds want to know. Listen, I want to trade back. I want to fill a spot, whether that's a second or fourth round pick. Love to get a second round pick, man. Um, if they want, one of these guys that is just a game changing player, then I mean, all right, just pick. But I would want to trade back because if we get a top 5 pick, there is going to be a lot of quarterback needy teams. There is a realistic possibility that all quarterbacks go in the first 5 picks. Not all of the quarterbacks, but some quarterbacks go in the top 5 picks in the draft. And there's going to be quarterback needy teams that are going to try to get one of those guys. So they're going to want to trade. And I'll take your second round pick off your hands real quick. So I want to trade back. I think having two picks in the first 2 days it's not good, especially for what you're trying to do. So again, I'm all in favor of trading back. I'm all in favor of trading back. I'd be really excited if they traded back. So that's what I'm going to do. I want to trade back. I want to ultimately get some more picks. We need a second and a fourth round pick, and we don't have a fifth round pick either. So I need something. We're leaving here with something, right? I think we need some. I think we need some more picks. So I want a second. I want a second rounder. You saw the Browns do it last year. I think the Browns traded back. The Browns traded back from like, where were they? Like from the third to like fifth, and then they still ended up with the second round pick too. They traded it. They traded to get one from Jacksonville. So I mean, like it's possible. It works, man. You can do that. We need to add guys. So we need to add guys immediately. I think there's going to be a lot of desperate teams, and we see it in the draft every year. We see these type of desperate teams in the draft every single year. We want a quarterback, or we want this particular guy. Last year was Travis Hunter. Team traded up for him. The Jaguars did, and the Browns were like, okay, we'll do that, right? We're only dropping a few spots. We're gonna get a second round pick. So, like, I don't think Chosen would see the field as much as Brown. Of course, Brown would have to stay healthy, so there is that. Yeah, Chosen would not see the field as much as Brown. He never was supposed to. I mean, he was signed a few months ago, so that wasn't supposed to be the plan. Yeah, I don't think he would have either. But Steve, if you could help me out with that super chat goal, that'd be greatly appreciated. We'll try to get to one super chat today, if any of you could. But make sure you guys smash the like button as well on this stream. Let's try and get to 30 likes to the stream. Subscribe to the channel. If any 29 of you in here are unsubscribed, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That would be greatly appreciated as well. Let's see. Do you think we keep our second string quarterback next season? Yeah, for sure. Marcus, for sure. If you don't keep Marcus Mariota, you got problems because I'm not trying to manifest anything. I'm not trying to say anything, but Jaden Daniels is probably going to miss a game or two next year. And hopefully it's just a game. It probably will be. He tends to like miss one game every year. From what we've seen. Like last year, he missed He missed one game. I think that's what I see next year. Him like missing one game or something. Um, you need to have a backup quarterback. Like you must keep Marcus Mariota next year. You must keep him. So I really, really want Marcus to be here. And I think they'll re-sign him easily. I think he will be definitely back next year. I just don't see a world where they don't re-sign him. I don't know why you wouldn't re-sign him. I don't know what he's done to not re-sign him. He's looked very, very good. So yeah, we'll see ultimately what they do, but I think they have to re-sign Marcus Mariota. I think that's not an option for this team. Just based off what we've seen, you know, and you can't draft a quarterback this year. You're not going to draft a quarterback. You're not going to draft a backup. So, yeah, Marcus is working out well. I just keep him. But at some point, he's going to start to go down and down and down and down and down. So we'll be braced for that. But I think they have to keep. I think they have to keep Mariota in this lineup, man. I think they have to. I don't see a world where they don't. So. And it'll be interesting to see what Mariota does this week, because this might be the best defense he has to face. Honestly, this might be the best defense Mariota's going to have to face all year. This week, it's going to be hard for him. These Broncos players are going to get after him. These Broncos players are going to just go crazy. So yeah. It's gonna be interesting. But if he puts on a good performance this week, there's definitely no doubt I'm resigning him. So that's for sure. So let's see if we can find the injury report from yesterday. Obviously, I didn't make a video about the injury report yesterday for this football team. By the way, Terry McLaurin, Noah Brown, and Javon Kinlaw did have a rest day today. So rest day for Terry McLaurin, Noah Brown, and Javon Kinlaw. So those guys have a rest day. We don't need to worry about that. When you see them on the injury report as DNP today, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Those guys are only on a rest day. So they all got rest days today, which is fine. So let's see. Make sure you guys all smash the like button. Make sure you guys all subscribe to the channel. Trying to reach 3,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys send a super chat. The super chat goal is 1 super chat for today. So we're trying to get 1 super chat for today. Again, they really help out the channel. They help this channel grow exponentially. So if we could get a super chat, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's see. Hope Marcus balls out on Sunday and offense and defense show up. Yeah, man. It's going to be hard. This is a very talented Broncos team, but I hope they ball out, man. I want to see this team just go out there and just be successful, honestly. Be successful and go out there and ball out. I want to see some competent football be played at the back end of this year. I already told y'all. That's what I'm looking for. I want competent football to be played at the back end of this year. That's what I want. So hopefully they go out there and play good. But yeah, so Terry McLaurin, Noah Brown, obviously on a rest day today in practice. So maybe I'll schedule this. Maybe we'll stay on here for a little while longer and we'll go through the practice. Maybe we'll stay on here a little while longer. We'll go through the practice and I'll schedule this game preview for a little while because that's scheduled for 1 o'clock. Let me at least schedule that till like 2. We'll schedule that at 2 o'clock because then that still leaves me an hour to do the game preview and then watch the Black Friday game. So yeah, that'll work out. I want Drake Jackson to do work. That's another guy that I didn't even talk about this stream. I'm excited for Drake Jackson. I really am. We need edge rushers next year. We need them, man. We need edge rushers next year. So, yeah, man, I really hope that I really hope Drake Jackson goes out there and just balls out, so we can keep him for next year. He's a former 2nd-round pick, so we'll see. Drizzy Drake, man. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. Current subscriber number is 2,838. So any of you guys that are not subscribed, don't hesitate. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Make sure you guys like up this stream. And we still have not hit the super chat goal of 1 super chat. So If we could hit that super chat goal of 1 super chat, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Again, they keep the channel moving, help the channel out a lot. So, I'll keep looking for Commanders practice updates. I wasn't even sure the Commanders were going to have practice today, to be honest with you. They did have some practice yesterday too for like an hour. Yeah, let's keep an eye on these practice notes. Keep an eye on these practice notes, man. So Ja'Cory Brooks, this is actually just in. Ja'Cory Brooks with a leg injury. Ja'Cory Brooks leg injury. Let me pull this up. Nikki Javala here tweeting that out. Leg injury for Ja'Cory Brooks. That's interesting. So I know I had someone earlier in here say that they wanted Ja'Cory Brooks for the back end of this year to play. This is interesting. I don't know. Hopefully this isn't a bad leg injury at all. Because when I saw the practice video, it didn't look like they were going that hard. Let me see. See if I can. There's no pads, so I don't know how he got a leg injury. So that's just the point that we're at this point this year. Like we're even having we're having injuries in practice, right? We're having these type of injuries in practice. So that's where we're at, man. Ugh. So did want to note that Ja'Cory Brooks leg injury in practice today. Probably a non-contact injury. That's bad though. Like that is, I mean, when you see a non-contact injury, that's like some ACL type stuff. That's some ACL type stuff. So hopefully he's all right, man. Because again, if we're 3-11, 3-12 at some point this year, like I want to see Ja'Cory Brooks out there. I want to see if we have anything for the future. But either way, they'll bring him back next year. I think so. I think they like him. He was a candidate to make this roster at some point. So I think they'll ultimately keep him. They'll invite him to camp next year. So yeah, we'll see about that. They need to help Noah Brown off the field and give his raps to Traylon Burks, so the kid can develop the right way because Noah Brown is gone at the end of the year. I mean, they're trying to win football games and they're going to do whatever's best for them to win. So ultimately, they don't care about that. They want to win games because again, Quinn knows he's on the hot seat. So I don't know. Here we go. The injury bug hit again. Hopefully Brooks is okay. Yeah, man. Injury bug again. That's how bad it's been this year. We're getting guys hurt in practice. So yeah, I hope that Brooks will be all right. I hope it's not like an ACL or anything like that. And I don't think it will be. I think I would have saw in the tweet, it would have been like gruesome injury or something like that if it's an ACL injury. But yeah, it had to be a non-contact injury because there was no contact in practice today. So that's interesting, to say the least. That's very weird. Yeah, so he left practice. Jalen Lane is out here in practice returning punts. So Jalen Lane likely to play this week. The Rams have also released kicker Joshua Carty. So maybe we go out and get him. If Jake Moody misses some kicks this week, Joshua Carty, go out there and get him, right? So we'll see. We'll see. But that'd be interesting if they brought him in there for competition or whatever. So he's just been released as well. But yeah, guys, the original reason we met is because they're probably going to activate Noah Brown. It seems like a Noah Brown activation is coming. Will Harris is definitely getting activated. Robbie Chosen, they had to release him because they're trying to open up roster spots on this squad. Probably going to have to release another guy. I think this Robbie Chosen releasing was for Noah Brown. Now they're going to have to release another guy for Will Harris, I think. So I don't know who that's going to be. Probably a Jalen Holmes or somebody of that nature. So we'll see. But it's probably going to be a guy like that, I'd have to imagine. But they're definitely going to have to release a guy. That'll probably be on Saturday, to be honest with you. So again, it's going to be interesting on Saturday to see if who they release and stuff and who they ultimately end up elevating. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. We will see. See if we got any more practice updates here for this Washington team because I'm trying to see if we can get some of these practice updates. Make sure you guys smash that like button if you have not done so. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We're trying to reach 3,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe if you have not done so. Super chat goal is 1 super chat. So all you need to do is go to the goal button with the 0 out of 1 on it. Click that, click continue, and that's how you're going to send a super chat. So any super chat is greatly appreciated. If you send 1 super chat, that is literally the goal that we need to reach today. So a super chat would be greatly appreciated. They're wearing black shorts in practice today, black shorts Friday. That's so weird. That is so weird how Ja'Cory Brooks got hurt. Like that literally had to be a non-contact injury. That literally had to be some ACL sort of type injury. That's just weird. You don't hear that much. But again, that's the type of season we're having. Is these type of guys are getting hurt. That's the type of season we're having. And it sucks. I hate it, but it's crazy. That is absolutely crazy that our practice squad guys are getting injured. Let's see. Do you think teams have our game plays? I know injuries play a part. No, teams don't have our plays. No. No, teams don't have our plays, man. I don't know what kind of question that is, but nah, man. Injuries just killed us this year. That's my opinion on it. Injuries, I think, killed us this year, to be honest with you. So I think that's the downfall of this year. I don't think it's anything else like that. um, so let's see if we have any other updates here for the Commanders practice today. Again, I'm just excited for this. I'm just excited to see Noah Brown and Terry McLaurin and Debo Samuel play football together. I'm not saying it's going to be this week, but it looks like it's going to be this week. They could be on a snap count though too. Ultimately, it seems like they're going to be on a snap count. So let's see. Juan Gotti talking sports. Appreciate you for the super chat, man. Thank you for the 199 super chat. I saw you on Louis T's stream, and you were super chatting a lot. I sent a super chat as well myself. Hey, keep grinding. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the comment in my recent live stream as well. Hey, man, you too. I think I really want to do this as a full-time job later in life, and I think kind of sort of on the way. I'm grinding. So yeah, same to you, man. Appreciate you for the 199 super chat, man. Thank you. Not gonna lie, I thought we cut Noah Brown from the thumbnail. I'm like, hold up. So I didn't try to do that, but yeah, they could cut Noah Brown. Like, I really wouldn't care, but I just wanted to get this news out, man. To people who may not know, I think Noah Brown's gonna be activated this week, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think Noah Brown's gonna be activated. Terry, we'll see about Terry. Honestly. I think Terry's going to play. Either way, I think both will probably be on a snap count. So we'll see. But let's see. So, yeah, guys, I might just schedule the game preview for 1 o'clock. Again, I had it originally for 2 o'clock, but I really want to watch that Black Friday game. So I think we might just go 1 o'clock and I'll hop off here. Let me see if we met the super chat goal, though, on this stream. Let me check this real quick. See, I'll just check the goal button. So no, so we didn't reach the super chat goal. I mean, that's all right. If somebody can help us reach the super chat goal, that'd be greatly appreciated. Shout out to Juan Gotti Talking Sports for the super chat. So let's see. Mr. Glass, Noah Brown is, bruh. What is our prediction games for the rest of the season? Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna give my prediction for the rest of the season, but again, I told you, like, I want to win. I want to show the NFL like what's coming next year, to be honest with you. So, that's what I want. But I don't know if this team's capable. I mean, we don't really have to try to tank. So play Minnesota week 14. I want to beat them week 15. Here's what I want to do with the Giants, to be honest with you. This is what I want to do with the Giants. I want to show the Giants, no. Shoo. We own you, and we're always going to own you. That's what I want JD5 to be like with the Giants. And I want to beat the Eagles. I want to beat the Cowboys. I want to spoil both their seasons. I want to kill these NFC's teams. So that's what I'm looking for. If that kind of answers your question a little bit, I gave some predictions there. So at this point, what do we want more as fans? Do we want to win for morale, or do we want a better draft pick? I think loser talk is saying we want to tank for the draft. And I know that Dan Quinn's not going to tank either way for the draft, right? I think loser talk is saying that. Good teams have a bad draft pick every year and they still make it work. So I'll take the wins at this point. I'll take the wins. But it would be nice to have a top 10 pick. It would be nice to have an Arvell Reese. It would be nice to have a Carnell Tate. It would be nice to have a Jordan Tyson on this football team. Again, a guy that Terry can complement, not a guy that can complement Terry. We need a guy that Terry can complement, in my opinion. So I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what takes place here. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see where we end up landing. It was looking like a top 5 draft pick for a little bit, but now that we're getting so healthy, well, not so healthy. We still have a lot of guys out, but now that we're getting somewhat healthy, I think they do at least win one more game. Quinn's going to go all in to win one more game too. So I feel like a win is coming. I feel like a win is most likely coming for this football team. I can't say it's this week or not, but we'll see. So we need our GM to step up to the plate. Yeah, man. He if we don't trade back in this draft, we need him to be smoking on every single pick. We need him hot, right? We need that type of draft from him because we don't have many picks. So we need him to hit. And yes, I do want us to own the Giants, Cowboys, and Eagles. Yeah, I want that exactly. I want us to do the same thing. Like I want us to be that team. Like own those teams, bro. Show them like next year we're gonna be back in the hunt. This year was killed by injuries. This year we haven't had our starting quarterback out, in the games a lot. Like next year, just wait for next year, buddy. Just wait for next year. Especially with the Giants. I just want the Giants to be an afterthought at this point. I don't want to care about the Giants, but they're playing good football. So I can't even tell you that we're going to definitely beat the Giants. If Burks is cleared, they will play him more than Brown. Mark my words. I don't know if Burks is going to play or not, to be honest with you, because he's been limited the past 2 days in practice. So I don't know. But let me look for some more Commanders practice updates here, and we'll see if we have anything else. Again, Ja'Cory Brooks leaving practice with a leg injury. So I'll show you a Jaden Daniels video as well of him throwing during the bubble today as well. So I in my mind, I already ruled out Jaden Daniels, but they did say that he's unlikely to play. I don't want to get my hopes up, but man, I would love for him to play, dude. Do you see us making any big free agent splash this offseason? Someone young and able to make an immediate impact. I think they signed a veteran receiver. I said that. I think they're going to make some big free agency moves. Yeah, I do. I do see them making a big splash. I don't know who, but I think that they're going to make a big splash. Yeah, I do. They're not going to make any big trades, but they're going to make a splash for sure. So let me show you all this JD5 video real quick. Let me show you all this JD5 video. So let me turn the sound off. Okay. So here's JD5 in practice today. I think Cliff's right there watching him. Is that Cliff? I can't tell. Again, I already ruled JD5 out in my mind, but what if he's not out? What if he's not out? But yeah, there's JD5 in practice. So I'm not gonna hype myself up and thinking that JD5 is gonna play. So it's all right. We have 40 people in here. Make sure we get up to 40 likes on the stream. Everyone in here, make sure you click the like button. Everyone in here, make sure you click the subscribe button. If there's anybody in here that is not subscribed to this channel, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We'll be greatly appreciated trying to reach 3,000 subscribers. It's free and it takes 2 seconds. Make sure you help me out. And then super chat goal is still 1 super chat. I set that goal in the comment section. So click the 0 out of 1 target button. That's how you're going to send the super chat and help us with our super chat goal on today's stream. They need to get a receiver in the draft, a young kid with speed that's tall. Yeah, exactly. We need a tall guy that can stretch the football field, that's young with speed. That is exactly right, which is kind of a Jordan Tyson. So I'll get into my mock drafts later, but Jordan Tyson, man, that's looking good to me, honestly. Jaden isn't playing. I hardly doubt it. Yeah, he's not playing. Again, I already said. I was hyping it up. Again, because we all really want him to play. I really want him to play. I really, really want him to play, but I just know that's not going to happen. So it sucks. JD5 needs to put on some more weight and muscle when this season ends. He will. He will. He's going to do that. He's going to be prepared. I'll say that. He's going to be prepared. I'll say that because I know that he knows what he has to do, and the coaches are going to tell him what to do. So he gained a lot of muscle last offseason too. It sucks that he dislocated his elbow, but it gave him time to let that hamstring and knee heal up. Yeah, I mean, again, when he returns to football field, I want him to be fully healthy. I want him to be fully healthy. So I hope that he's able to be fully healthy when he returns to football field. I don't want him to go out there and still be semi-hurt. I don't want that. So we'll see what takes place, but I hope that he's able to go out there, be fully healthy and ball out for the rest of the year. Again, I want him to go out there and ball out. That's what I want for him. I just want him to go out there and ball out. So I do think he needs to get in the weight room, but I also feel like they need to change some of the play calls to protect him. Yeah, they'll work on the play calls, I think. But he does need to get in the weight room. So yeah, he needs to get in the weight room, and he will get in the weight room. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. I have confidence in him to get in the weight room, get big this offseason and put on some muscle. And next year, like hopefully he just doesn't get injured at all. Right. So that's gonna be the hope, but we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. In 10 minutes, we'll do the game preview. So in 10 minutes, I'll be back on here with the stream for the game preview. Now, make sure you guys all leave a like on this stream on the way out. Make sure you guys all subscribe to the channel on the way out. I need all of y'all to hit the like button on the way out, and I need all of you to subscribe to the channel on the way out. Other thing is, I need y'all to go on my page. In the live section of my page, I scheduled the instant post-game reaction for the Broncos game and the watch party for the Broncos game. In the live section on my page, those streams are scheduled. Make sure you guys go in and leave an early like on those streams. Go do that right now if you could. That would be appreciated. So you already have an early like in there. Make sure you guys go leave an early like on those streams. And then make sure you guys, again, leave a like on the way out here. Subscribe to the channel on the way out here. And then I'll see you guys in 9 minutes for the game preview. But I'm going to glide to the side right now. I'll see you guys again in 9 minutes to preview this Broncos-Commanders matchup. It's going to be a good one. I hope. We're going to get some guys back. So it's going to be fun. We'll see what ultimately transpires. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a few minutes. I'm going to get out of here. So hail to the Commanders as always. And let's see.